Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is SFH and this is the very first ever player review on my channel. It is going to be Daniel Vaz, the 83 rated inform card from La Liga. I'm pretty sure he plays for Celta Vigo. 78 pace, 80 shooting, 86 passing, 84 dribbling, 70 defending and 74 physical. 5'11", medium work rate, 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. He cost me 31,750 coins. Really nice card. 94 shot power, 93 stamina being the really standout stats. Dribbling is phenomenal. So is passing, and with the Maestro chemistry style, everything in that area goes up to mid to high 90s, apart from balance and composure in dribbling, which is a bit of a shame. And in shooting, his stats I think go up to around high 80s in most of the stuff. Now moving on to positioning. Now I did use him on the left and I did use him on the right hand side as well, and as you're seeing here in the beginning of the game, my central defensive midfielder actually swapped places with him for some reason, and he does have good defensive stats, and he will drop back and help out, which is a bit of a bonus depending if you play him as the left hand side or the middle. He does both very well, but unfortunately the long pass there doesn't quite get to the intended target. And I'm going to stop it here and look at that run. So if you do play him on the left-hand side in this trio of central attacking midfielders, he does get forward. Even with those medium work rates, he will carve out opportunities for himself with the decent runs he makes. And here, again, he made the inside run, and now he's making the outside run, which is really exactly what you need. And with a big man up front, like I have in Simone Zaza, 6'1", with like 90-something jumping, having those crosses is pretty essential. Now, when I did move him to the middle of the three, as you can see here, he picks up really good positions, both near the box and not near the box. And if you look here, inside the box, he makes a fantastic run into the near post with Kovacic on the ball. That isn't a triggered run either, and that actually leaves Casemiro with a huge gap to come in. And with a great pass from Zaza, finishes it off in the near post, past Neuer, no less. So, you know, a really nice finish there by Casemiro. And again, we're actually on the counter-attack. He did have a corner. But Vaz, again, with the instructions, stay forward when he was in the middle. He is unable to find that pass, and that actually moves us on to playmaking. And in playmaking, there is passing, long passing, short passing, but also dribbling as well. Because the middle as central attacking midfielder, where I did play him a couple of times, it's pretty essential to have good dribbling, great passing as well, because that's what you're going to need. And you're seeing them in the clips. He does put through some very nice through balls. If it's relatively close, longer distances through passes, he struggles with. But I mean, look at that perfect weight. I probably should have cut it across goal for the easy finish, but I tried finishing with Zaza and he blasted it over the bar. But now moving on to some dribbling. Really nice when he is not sprinting. It's kind of weird. I guess with his balance, which is actually 62, so it's not great, and it doesn't get bumped with the Maestro chemistry style. It might get bumped if you use a different one. But when he's sprinting, his skill moves and dribbling it's so bad. But when he's not, as you just saw there, he skipped over the defender, and if I didn't do that ball roll right there, I think he would have been in on goal. But with his left foot, there's no assured finish. And again, getting bumped off by a non-rare gold because of his awful balance. But he has 70 strength, which isn't awful. And I think you're about to see the clip here where he holds off Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, there it is. Holds Cristiano Ronaldo off. He's not sprinting, so he's able to perform that body feint with perfection. Gets past him. And there it is. And Vaz now, again, using the ball rolls, because he doesn't have 4-star skills, which in my opinion is a deal breaker for a central attacking midfielder, because you need that creativity. Now moving on to shooting. This is something he was good at but also very bad at. And what I mean by that, outside the box, his shooting was, I don't want to say awful, because it wasn't awful, but it wasn't much better than that. Outside the box with his left foot especially, I mean, you're going to see it right here, I think. Look how far wide that is. I mean, that's awful. And with a 3-star weak foot, it might as well have been a 2-star. Finesse shot doesn't work, even though they're broken this year. I don't think it would have gone in, even though it was Neuer. But with his right foot, it's a different story. He has really, really nice shot power. A 94 without a chemistry style, and it goes up to 99 with a chemistry style. A lovely Cruyff turn, and what a save that is by Schmeichel. I'm pretty sure that's bending in the bottom corner, and that would have given Vass a goal. But now moving on to his finishing. This surprised me about the card. Unfortunately, he was offside there, so that doesn't count. But a lovely first-time finish. This card did surprise me with the finishing. Anything inside the box, he seemed to be very comfortable in doing the low-driven finesse shots, which worked this year, and also the finesse shots. You know, that's an odd one from outside the box, but the keeper was rushing forward, so he had loads of area to aim for. And this one, he's going to go past Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva misses the tackle, and there is Vass. I have seen players miss that this year. So he finished that off, which you kind of need a central attacking midfielder to do. Again, lovely drag back, past the defender, and look at that strike. 94 shot power, no keeper in the world is saving that. And there he does. I think that's the Jesse Lingard celebration, I'm not too sure, but really, really nice. I'm going to go on to a few. I think these are some more goals or some attempts at least. And you can see the 94 shot power, but unfortunately, the 94 shot power goes to waste with his awful long shots, which are only 76. And with the chemistry style, it is boosted up, but it didn't really feel like it. And there, Vass, what a wonderful finish that was. And that actually clinched the victory for me, and the guy had enough, and there is the rage quit. So, as I was saying, his finishing in the box really surprised me, and again he's through, holds off the defender, and with only 75 composure slots that in the back of the net. So the card is okay. Now we're going to move on to the final summary, and we're just going to weigh out the pros and cons of this player. And the pros, number one, is great passing. In terms of short passing, already without a chemistry style, his short passing is 88. Long passing 82, which isn't fantastic, but vision also 86. So really, really nice. If you're looking to play him as, you know, a right-hand-sided midfielder because he doesn't have a good left foot. If you want to play him in a 3 central mid, so maybe a 4-3-2-1 or a 4-3-1-2, etc. I think he'd be very, very good as well with the 93 stamina and also pretty decent defending. He makes out to be a very good midfielder. He has good pace as well, considering he has fantastic dribbling and great passing, with kind of average shooting, but the pace definitely helps the card in those situations. He's very smooth dribbling as well. He's very good on the ball when he's not sprinting, because of the balance is only 62 and it doesn't get boosted, as I said, with the chemistry style. So if you want to change that, maybe put a different chemistry style on him, see how that affects him. Maybe he could be a lot better, maybe not, but that's up to you guys. Stamina is a huge pro. I mean, unfortunately, stamina isn't fortunately, it isn't as bad as last year, because last year was horrendous. If you had somewhere near the 70s, you'd be tired just after half time. But Vass in this year doesn't get tired, didn't have to take him off whatsoever. And the price is the last pro. And the reason I say price, this could be a pro or it could be a con. In terms of informs, his price is very good. 30, I think you get him for around 30,000 coins, maybe cheaper now. But 30,000 coins is pretty good for a card of this caliber, considering he can play central attacking midfielder. You can play him 100% as a central midfielder, and you could potentially play him as a central defensive midfielder, depending on the formation, of course, and also chemistry. But those are his pros, and we're actually going to move on to the cons. And the cons, unfortunately, are the lack of skills. Now, I used him in a central attacking midfielder role, especially the middle one. And without the skills, he tends to lack that creativity that you kind of need. I have Asensio and also have Kovacic. And for me, Asensio is absolutely phenomenal. I have him in my team, normally as a central midfielder because he has those 4-star skills. But I did put Vass there because I wanted to test him out. but I would definitely stick with Asensio in my opinion. Also, another big con is his balance. He does get, even if he gets bumped a little bit, he's done. You know, he can't recover very quickly because he's stumbling all over the place. And to add to that, he also only has 3-star weak foot. And I mean, you saw in the clips how bad it was. It could be a 2-star weak foot. 3 is generous in the game. And also another con which I haven't got up on screen, I just mentioned it, you can get players far better for much cheaper. Now in my opinion, Asensio is way better, and I bought him for 12,500, so take that as you will. In my opinion, I would prefer Asensio, but if Vass is the man in the central midfielder, not as a central attacking midfielder, I think he would be absolutely fantastic. But there you have it, guys. That is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more content. But as always, guys, I'll see you next time.